to another episode of Battlefield 2. Today for you I got 2v2 on map Westmarch. The players are going to be as followed: CavernsOld as Dwarf, his teammate in the top side is going to be Xeleons, and the opponents, the main player Haricoroung, and the mortal player is going to be Fingo. So map first, then let's see what players are going to do. On the middle we got signal fire on this map. On the sides there will be inns from both the sides on the middle, and near the base of each opponent there will be goblin cave, as you can see, in every corner. And bypassing the two teammates, because we are playing left and right on this map most of the time, it's going to be cave troll. So let's now begin with our players, what they're doing. Dwarven player Caverns decided to go for double tunnel, double mineshaft into the Hall of Warders and another mineshaft. In the meantime he's going for pikes. His teammate Xeleons starts with double slaughterhouse into double orc pit into another slaughterhouse. The opposing team decided to go for 3, or rather 4, I think there will be 4, yeah, there is 4th slaughterhouse, and it may be a Nazgul, it may be a double orc pit and trying to overspam the opponent. And the other player decided to go double farm, no, one farm, the barrack, then farm, and another farm. So this is why those counter soldiers are faster on the battlefield. Now let's take a look at the PowerPoint. Xeleons chose to get himself Eye of Sauron, so he was able to scout the opponents at the very beginning. Haricoroung, which is a man player, decided to go for human wood and going with infantry. His teammate hasn't chosen yet PowerPoint. As we can see, he's starting to get resources for, well, I would like to say a Nazgul, but he decided to build another furnace, I guess, somewhere over here. And this is why he doesn't have that much resources. Oh, there is something that I haven't seen. The orc pit out of the base of Mordor. This is not good idea, because now Dwarf realized that there is orc battalion that he need to move forward, and he will found this orc pit. And those spikes are definitely good against orc pits, so he should definitely don't deal with them. He should definitely go over here and destroy those two orc pits immediately. Those orc pits, even getting upgrades, which is not necessary at all. Although if you want to get banner carry at the beginning of the game, which is not really important, you would like to do it, but as I said before, it's not important. You shouldn't even think about upgrading orc pits, never ever. Let's check the other side. As we can see, Dwarven player is creeping at the same time. This is actually not the thing that you should do at the beginning of the game. This creep is for like late game, and you don't want to use Radical for sure, though. Just creep it faster and get more experience. This is not the thing to do. There is only 200 resources and it's only side creep, so you don't want to waste time. Xeleons in the meantime is moving forward. He was able to creep without any pressure from the Man of the West, because both the players decided to go for Dwarven opponent. And they will install decent amount of pressure with orcs. I don't know why this tower is going to be here, but okay, whatever you like. Menace would been used by the man player, and he's going to support his teammate, as well as Xeleons decided to use the Eye of Sauron to support his teammate, so it's at least PowerPoint support. On the other side, Xeleons is able to go into the base of the opponent that is unprotected. This base got only pikes and 2 battalions of archers. It's not enough. He could definitely spread units and destroy lots of farms, killing the army that it's already here. Soldiers of Gondor not yet on the battlefield. No banner carries available. Preoccupied formation been used, but there are too many units to tank the damage. Lots of archers already on the battlefield. Let's check the base of Xeleons. He's going for packs, so there will be no early Nazgul. Let's check the base of the Dwarven player that is still under the pressure of both the opponents, which is good cohesive stuff to do. Fingo got himself even a Nazgul. This Nazgul is on level 1, and Dwarven player realized that there is a barrack, there are 2 barracks, and battle tower. This battle tower, to be honest, at this point of the game is a waste of resources. On the base of a red man player, he got to do something. He got to defend his base. Defending this tower's expansions was a waste of resources. The 300 resources that have been wasted, been able to only kill not even one battalion of orcs, so it's not really impressive. Xeleons is still dealing damage towards all the farms around. He is not focusing anything, and I think that will be one of those really big mistakes which I dislike, which is going for hero early on. And this is why you don't want to go for hero early on, because you're losing the amount of command points and you don't have the upper hand in the battle. Let's see the other side. As we can see, Dwarf is establishing himself. Let's check his power points at the moment, because he's the most important player at this point. He got to stay alive. He got 5 power points, rallying call been used, going with only 1 barrack, although he got resources for something else. Got an in, produced hobbits in order to install pressure, got himself pikes, got himself guardians, and even hobbits with rock mode on and rallying call. So he is pretty much done here, defending pretty well. Mordor player is not even microing with archers, so those guardians are going to take them down. There is some Nazgul with Red Visage on level 2 and Tender Land, so this could be covered by Xeleons if there is going to be a time. Of course, Man of the West could cover it again, so he will only force the opponent to waste resources and waste power point, and he will not get the necessary bonus if the Nazgul is going to be nearby. Although he was able to push back, he got himself 10 power points. This is Man of Dale, good for pushing back the opponent, but there is a Nazgul, so Dwarf got to be really patient, get the pikes near the archers to protect them against the upcoming threat. Let's check the other side of the map. As we can see, Boromir was receiving level 2. It's not like in Rise of the Witch King when Boromir got Horn of Gondor level 2. Over here he got to receive level 3 in order to get the Horn of Gondor and then move forward to the experience bonuses and infantry leaderships. More and more units out of Xeleons, as we can see, double Corsairs, double Taverns, and the Troll Cage on the battlefield. Also those Orc Archers are going to kill those Gondor soldiers. In the meantime, Dwarven player is able to push back the Mordor to his own base, and there is a Troll Cage on level 3. There will be a Troll Cage on level 3 from Fingo, which is really weird. Your opponent already possessed pikes from the very beginning of the game and already Man of Dale, so I don't think so that the answer with even the most tankier trolls is a good answer. Definitely infantry units spreading across the map could be really good idea over here. At the same time, archer range will be added into the composition of Dwarven player, so he is in control at the moment. No one yet take on capture the signal fire. Everyone is fighting, which is really good. First of all, you need to fight, and in the meantime you can take such thing as signal fire. As you can see, Tauris expansion barricade onto the hill, so it's dealing decent amount of damage. It's got also increased like range and vision for Xeleons. He's using well the map oriented structures. Trolls on the battlefield, only the mountain trolls. He can eat the orc, so he can heal up. Most of the players are not doing it. They pick a tree and fight with a tree. Dwarven player, as we can see at the moment, is moving forward, and as I said before, and as we can see, the attack troll that cost 1k resources been just taken down. Rebuild for the support. Elfenwood, I guess this is Manuswood, let's call it. It's going to be from Haricoroung, the main player, the support player for the Mordor one. And Hobbit Alliance is going to be used. Face of Galadriel as well to scare the army of the Dwarven player, so he's not going to be stuck. But I'm not seeing the flowers, I'm not seeing anything, firecrackers, no fireworks been used onto those hobbits though, so they haven't been utilized perfectly at all. That was waste of power points at this point, and it provides nothing. Like Mordor player doesn't have units in order to beneficial from this Manzoot, while his teammate wasn't able to utilize hobbits properly. Firecrackers has been used, as I said before, so it was waste of 15 power points in total over here. Dwarven player is pushing his opponent. It seems that this fortress is going down. The tower's expansion is too late. Nazgul back on the battlefield. He is on level 4, so he doesn't have Morgul Blade. Even another builder been added into composition by the Mordor player because there is completely nothing to protect him. Haricoroung shouldn't be used yet here because the Nazgul is over there, but he should definitely concentrate on the fortress and destroy it as fast as possible if he is in such a situation. Let's check the amount of resources that Fingo got. Fingo got himself 700 resources. He had been used, but there is an upgrade for the fortress. He got himself industry on the back, so he's going to get a little bit of more resources, almost 100. But it's not going to change anything. Dwarven player should definitely think about upgrades towards his army composition, or go for siege works in order to destroy the fortress, because it is the only thing that keeps Mordor alive at this point. As we can see, Nazgul is on level 6, but he's super low in health, so it's no way that he's going to deal damage. Xeleons is fighting with Haricoroung. As we can see, Haricoroung got himself the healing structure, which is really good near the fortress. It heals 25% faster than normal well, so that's really important to get one, but it's also really expensive. Now, as you can see, Nazgul has been killed. Xeleons is losing control. Boromir on level almost 5, but he doesn't have lots of units on the battlefield, and he got himself 10 power points at the moment, so it may be a Tomb of Badil for defending the base. Tower expansion is still here. It's a Dwarven player who's going to get his power points recovered 25% faster. The fortress, he's taking down the fortress pretty quickly, as we can see. He will take down the fortress. This Haricoroung again, a waste of power point. I know that the rebound will be fast, but waste of power point. Dread Visage was here, so the debuff was used automatically. And as I said, Dwarven player should definitely be thinking about the siege works, while Mordor player, as you can see, he got lots of resources. He's banking up decent amount of resources at the moment, although I don't know what he's trying to do. Man of the West appear first time to help his teammate, and another heal will be thrown down by Dwarven player. As I said, siege could be definitely better, and maybe even Mordor player could do something about it. He got trolls on the battlefield almost, so this fortress will go down in one swoop of the battle troll. In the meantime, Men of the West, or rather Men of the have been summoned for the army of infantry for the man player, but there is no backup from the side of Mordor. As we can see, he's waiting over here, so this summon should be used if there is no like trebuchets or something to destroy the fortress and deal damage, force Man of the West to move. So that was rather a waste of power point over here. We got Man of Dale summon. So it seems that man player is trying to secure his teammate as long as possible, and his teammate got 5k resources, but he decided to leave the game. So Fingo has been defeated. He realized that there is no way that he could survive. This one battle troll that the Xeleons possessed at this moment could go over here and destroy this fortress automatically, almost like, and receive level 3 or even level 4 because of doing so. But he's so concentrated on his own opponent at the moment that he's not looking at the side of the map that could be definitely beneficial for him and his teammate, because his teammate, Dwarven player, could definitely change the direction and help him with the other opponent. Of course, there is only man player still alive, to be honest, and only one that it's playing. He got almost no units on the battlefield. Another battle troll on the battlefield near the base of the man player. There are fire arrows at the moment out of the fortress of man player, but I don't think so it's enough. It seems that this army is going to retreat, and there will be a worm to deal a decent amount of damage. So worm out of Xeleons at the moment is going to be utilized to destroy as many structures as possible, and maybe some units. Even Boromir got to be careful. He was trampled, or rather pushed back by the worm. Horn of Gondor is going to be used, trolls out of position, so they hasn't been affected at all, and they may go into the fortress. Fortress get upgrades on the armory, but trolls decided to go for barricade at the moment. Let's check the base of the dwarven player. I don't know what this battle wagon is doing here. Only for leadership it's not beneficial, it's not something that you wish to do, but fortress is going down, and battle wagon receive level 4 out of this. Now we got siege works. I like what dwarf player is doing. He's not going straight for the tier 3 power points. He gets himself dwarven reaches, so he's going to beneficial from this matchup. That is the first matchup that he creates, and this is good stuff to do. Rallying call been used, and I think this fortress, although upgraded completely, is going down. If not because of the attack troll, it may happen because of the siege works that dwarven player possessed. Hobbit alliance been used, and Boromir receiving level 5 is a nice level 6 even. It's really decent, but I don't think so it's going to change anything. There's 2 against 1, his base is completely almost empty, to be honest. There is only 1 battalion of Rohirrims and 1 battalion of Pikes, to be specific, plus Boromir plus the fortress, so I don't think so that he will be able to do anything. Another matchup near the base of the opponent, lots of units that shouldn't be here, to be honest. Your only task is to destroy the fortress that it's upgraded almost completely, so you're not doing it with units, you're doing it with the siege works, for example this demolisher, or even better with some catapults that we saw already on the map. Battle trolls will appear on the battlefield again. It's just fortress that got to be destroyed, nothing else. This army shouldn't even be here. He could definitely protect the catapults and destroy the fortress with help of the catapults, not even rams. So this is something that I may say that I dislike, because it's not very economically needed. Boromir out of position, and he will be killed by the entire army. That also shouldn't be here. Boromir, Tom Bombadil on the battlefield, and the fortress still alive. Sonic Song been used, and there is a first catapult. First thing that I really approved. And as we can see, it's going to be destroying the fortress pretty quickly. It's low on health, so the fortress will go down. A Man of Dale summon is going to be used. As I said before, the dwarven player possessed the signal fire, so his power points will recover 25% faster than any other player's power point. Fortress gone, a builder is gone. Even there is only 1 builder. Actually, there is even Xeleons builder, so he's building in the base of his opponent. Disrespectful player, as we can see. Not really, but yeah, it shouldn't happen. He shouldn't do it. It's a little bit disrespectful towards your opponent. But Haricoroung has been defeated, and that was the Westmarch for you. I hope you enjoy it, hope you learned something. Definitely use catapults against fully upgraded fortress. Don't waste units. Never ever force your opponent to go into your catapult's range, so it's going to be out of the fortress range, so you're not going to feed him power points, and he will be forced out of his favorite territory. And it's going to be easier for you to defeat him. Just protect the catapults, use catapults against fortress. That's going to be it. It's going to do a really well job. Okay, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoy. Feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.